We're often told to be very, very careful about how we load our caravans. It's important not to have too much weight up the front, but you certainly don't want to have too much weight at the back of the van for very good reason. But of course, some weight on the nose is important for stability. I've got 66 kilos worth of soil, I've got a portable ball weight scale, and I'm going to very carefully load up the very nose of the van, measure the result, and then I'm going to take that weight, I'm going to move it to above the axle of the caravan inside the rig, and then I'm going to take the same weight and I'm going to load it at the very back of the van, all the while measuring the results. The first thing we need to do is establish a baseline. Let's work out what the ball weight of this van is before it's loaded up with 66 kilos worth of soil. So unladen, we've got precisely 175 kilos on the ball of this van. Okay, so we've got our baseline. The next job is to load up the drawbar of the van and see what we end up with. Look, in theory, we should have an extra 66 kilos on the ball. So loaded up with the soil on the drawbar, the scale has ended up just over the 225 mark. Look, it's not a digital scale, but you would say that that is about a 60+ kilo difference. And now it's time to move those bags of soil inside the van over the axle, and then we'll weigh the results. So we're basically back to where we started from, 175 kilos on the ball. And the last job's to load the rear of the van with all those bags of soil and see what difference that makes to this van's ball weight. So how about that? We're now down to about 150 kilos. By moving all that weight to the rear of the van, we've made a substantial difference to the amount of weight that would be sitting on my tow bar if I was to hitch it up and tow it away. If you've got a relatively low ball weight allowance, this might seem like a good thing. In fact, nothing could be further from the truth. By overloading the rear of the van, you're only setting up the caravan to sway. To me, that's a definitive result. How you load your van is so important. It makes a big difference not only to the amount of weight that sits on the tow vehicle's tow bar, but to the overall stability of the caravan.